principle in this question defines to us, or let's say explains to us, about caveat emptor, that is, let the buyer beware, stands for the practical skill and judgment of the buyer in his choice of goods for purchase. It is the business of the buyer to judge for himself that what he buys has its own use or worth for him. That is, the principle lets us know that it is completely, let's say, upon the buyer to understand as to what he wants to buy. That is, he has to make sure that he purchases a particular thing properly, right? Now, once brought, it is, if the buy is not up to his expectations, then he alone is to be blamed and no one else. Now, what are the facts in this present question? The facts are, inspired by a movie, a landlord decided to buy a horse for riding. He approached Y in his village, who had a horse for pulling a horse cart, which was the only means of his livelihood, right? Without mentioning the purpose, X purchased Y's horse for a handsome amount of money, only to find later on that the horse was not at all suitable, right, for riding. In fact, when X was trying to ride on the horse, it kicked him down and injured him. Dejected, he decided to sue Y for refund of the purchase money of the horse and also to get compensation for the injury. Now, keep the principle of caveat emptor in mind and apply it to the given set of facts. What is the correct answer? The correct answer in this question is C, that is, X shall neither succeed in getting refund of the purchase money of the horse nor in getting the compensation for his injury. Why? The principle clearly states that it is the business of the buyer to judge for himself that what he buys has its use and worth for him. Right? Therefore, what is provided in the principle is that it is not the duty of the seller, but it is the duty of the purchaser himself to take a sound decision. If the purchaser buys the good for practical purpose, he must satisfy himself that they are fit for the purpose, right? Therefore, in this question, X shall neither succeed in getting the refund nor getting any compensation. Why? Because he was the purchaser, he was the buyer, and therefore, by virtue of caveat emptor, which has been provided in the principle, C is the correct answer.